Welcome to Moments in the Word. I'm James Tyler, your host, and this afternoon we'll be reading from 2 Corinthians chapter number 6. We then, as workers together with him, beseech you also, that ye receive not the grace of God in vain. For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted, and in the day of salvation have I succored thee. Behold, now is the acceptable time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Give no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed, but in all things approving ourselves as the ministers of God, in much patience, in afflictions, in necessities, in distresses, in stripes, in the imprisonments, in tumults, in labors, in watchings, in fastings, by pureness, by knowledge, by long-suffering, by kindness, by the Holy Ghost, by love unfeigned, by the word of truth, by the power of God, by the armor of righteousness on the right hand and on the left, by honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report, as deceivers and yet true, as unknown and yet well known, as dying and behold we live, as chastened and not killed, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. O ye Corinthians, our mouth is open unto you, our heart is enlarged. Ye are not straitened in us, but ye are straitened in your own bowels. Now for a recompense in the same I speak as unto my children, be ye also enlarged. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? And what concord have Christ with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? And what agreement have the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As God hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. As we turn and we look at the context of this text here in 2 Corinthians chapter number 6, Paul emphasizes the importance of living a life that doesn't cause others to stumble. This means being honest and transparent and consistent in our actions and words. Strive to maintain a good testimony in all areas of our life, whether at work, home, or in social settings. As well as Paul lists various hardships he endured, such as tribulations, imprisonments, and sleepless nights. This teaches us to persevere through difficulties with patience and faith, trusting that God is with us in every trial. He also urges believers to separate themselves from anything that might compromise their faith. This can mean avoiding relationships and activities that lead us away from God. Instead, focus on cultivating relationships and habits that strengthens your faith, as well as Paul's open and loving communication with the Corinthians is a model for us. We should strive to communicate clearly, truthfully, and lovingly with others, avoiding misunderstandings and building strong, healthy relationships. He also reminds us that now is the time of God's favor and salvation. This encourages us to live with a sense of urgency and purpose, making the most of every opportunity to share God's love and grace with others. And as always, by integrating these principles into our daily lives, we can live out our faith in a way that honors God and positively impacts those around us. I'm James Tyler, coming to you live from the Castle Studios, and welcome again to Moments in the Word. God bless.